So we're here today in honor of a man who has touched the lives of hundreds of thousands of San Franciscans and millions of Californians. The Bay Area Reporter, which often gets things wrong, actually got it right when they said about Tom, to find their occasional correct quote here, just about every piece of historic legislation we've seen in San Francisco has had Tom's fingerprints all over it. But right now it's an honor to introduce one of the most in-demand singers on the international scene. Paula West has crisscrossed the globe for concerts and cabaret residencies in San Francisco, which she just finished a multi-night stint at the San Francisco Jazz Center. From San Francisco to Istanbul, Moscow, and New York.
On the Hudson River line, how lovely it was. Thanks for the memory of rainy afternoons, swinging Harlem tunes, and motor trips and burning lips and burning toast and prunes. How lovely it was. Many's the time that we feasted, and many's the time that we fasted. Oh, when it was swell while it lasted, we did have fun, no hard fun. So thanks for the memory of swinging afternoons, swinging Harlem tunes. You might have been a headache, but you never were a bore. How lovely it was. For the memory of sentimental verse, nothing in my purse. The chuckles when the preacher said, for better or for worse. How lovely it was. Thanks for the memory of lingerie lace spilled and hurt in my case, and how you drunk the very day you drunk my eggs. It was. We said goodbye with a high bar, and I got as high as a steeple, but we were two very reasonable people. No tears, no fuss, hooray for us, and thanks for the memory. And strictly entre nous, darling, how are you? And how are all the latest trips? And baby, I love you. And cheerio and toodaloo. And baby, how are you? How lovely it was. In olden days, when a glimpse of stocking was looked on as something shocking, now heaven knows anything goes. Good authors too, who once knew better words, now only use four-letter words when writing prose. Anything goes. The world has gone mad today, and good's bad today, and black's white today, and day's night today, and most guys today that people prize today are silly gigolos. So though I'm not a great romancer, I know that I'm bound to answer when he proposed. Anything goes. Doesn't need her castle rising in Spain. The day but constantly surprisingly free. Wide awake, I can make my most fantastic dreams come true. My romance doesn't need a thing. My romance doesn't need a thing. My romance doesn't need a thing but you.
Let's hear it again for Paula West, everyone. Absolutely like it. All right, so we have another special treat for you this afternoon. So San Francisco can't thank Tom enough for his service, but we will be damned if we don't try. So Kimberly Alvarenga and members of the community have put together, Kimberly Alvarenga, everybody, have put together a video to do our best to thank Tom for all that he's done for this city, for this state, and our community. And so this is a beautiful, touching, poignant video filled with important words. So I'm going to ask everyone to keep their words to a minimum and to watch the video and let the video do the talking for the next little bit, okay? Thanks, everybody. Are you ready, Kimberly? Hit it.
That's great.
And plus the atmosphere of the school. It's always been to encourage openness, with the children, child-directed stuff. And it became more and more accomplished for me to be, open on one level and not on another. It seems silly, It seemed everyone had the right to privacy about their sexuality, and at the same time, going to great pains to hide it, also seemed like an energy drain and rather hypocritical, I never had a real formal political consciousness, although I've always had a sense, even as a kid, when I was being fucked over or when somebody else was being, or even when I was fucking myself over and somebody else, not being fair, not being really, rotten. So, like just a whole tapestry of things, one thing building on the other.
Tom Ammiano as a member of the school board. He wrote the oath.
I pledge to work diligently on curriculum
And textbooks
that render no one invisible or token. That render no one.
It was a scene that in 1991 could probably take place only in San Francisco.
Actually, I was crying before because I saw the budget.
Tom Ammiano is another beneficiary of the new gay political activity. A teacher turned consultant, he surprised political pros by coming in first in a large field running for the school board. In 1975, Ammiano had been in the classroom 7 years when he and some other teachers called a press conference to announce they were gay. among the first teachers anywhere to come out of the closet.
In some ways, it is a special interest because the interest is kids. And so my agenda, if anything, is our future. And I just don't want a piece of the pie. I want a whole new pie. You know,
When you look at the work that he's done for domestic workers, workers that are struggling to get by day after day, that take care of some of the most basic needs that all of us in the community have. Workers with no voice except for a voice offered by Tom Ammiano. On piece of legislation after piece of legislation, Tom has led the way he lives. As an outspoken champion for people who need a voice. He gives us a hope that government can truly be a place for each of us to find our solutions. It goes back long before his time in the legislature or board of supervisors or any public office. It goes to his time as a young teacher fighting to make sure that his students with special needs had an advocate. And when folks tried to take gay and lesbian teachers out of the classroom, Tom was one of the early people fighting to defeat the Briggs Initiative. So over the last 4 decades, you've seen us all benefit from Tom's amazing leadership.
I'm bound to thank you for it.
You know, we see somebody to mean something, so when the governor says it, he should say it as he signs this bill. When Obama talks about dreamers, he should understand that we need comprehensive immigration reform, not a peace bill, not a patchwork. What does this country come to when mothers are taken from their children, when fathers are separated from their families, when a woman who's selling tamales is put in jail for 3 days without representation? That is not America. Remember history. Remember what happened to the Japanese Americans. Remember the Chinese Exclusion Act. Remember when they wanted to quarantine gay people because of HIV. We stood up and we fought that, and that's what we're doing today. California needs to take the lead on this issue. This is not about Homeland Security. This is about racial profiling. This is about covering people's own guts. Si se puede indeed. Yes, we can, and yes, we will.
Now we want to thank you for all the work you've done, and for all the laughs and the fun. You're our city hall hero. Thank you, Tom Ammiano.
So now it's time to introduce someone without whom San Francisco and California certainly wouldn't be the same. Someone who fought to make our city more fair, more progressive, and much more fabulous. The reason why I'm here, and probably the reason why all of you are here too, everyone, let's hear it for Tom Ammiano.
Don't call me if your car's towed, I'm sorry. I don't do that. So listen, this is, I'm sorry that there's a drought because I can't walk on the water. Who is this guy? I don't know this guy. really thank you. It's always an honor. It ain't finished. A lot of thank yous, first of all, just to San Francisco for being San Francisco. Because who else would continue to elect a guy who said, "Kiss my gay ass"? By the way, if you will repeat after me, kiss my gay ass. 1, 2, 3. Kiss my gay ass! The weird thing is, like, some of the accomplishments, things that are termed accomplishments in anybody's life is so strange. So that veto I got from Schwarzenegger was quite extraordinary because there was an acrostic and he just didn't say no, he said, "I fuck you." And, and I rejected the veto and his offer. So he said, "How was it like working under Schwarzenegger?" I did not work under. There were many who did, apparently. I'm sure drilling was his biggest show. We still have quite a lot to do, as you know. It's never over here in SF, and I'm suffering a little bit right now from PTSD, post-traumatic Sacramento disorder. I hear voices, Jerry Brown, So we're gonna figure it all out. But also, all of us have always, I think the thing that makes us cohesive and even turns us on is that we always look to the future. We're here in the present, we know we're gonna deal with it, we know that it sucks, we know that we're dysfunctional, but as we're doing it, we want it to mean something. So what's the future? So to me, the future is David Campos. Don't let me down. I want a big fucking victory. I don't want to mess around with recounts and things like that. And we obviously we can do that by pounding on doors and walking precincts. I tried to pull a little privilege with David. I said, "Oh yeah, well, my precinct's at the Zuni Cafe." I'll go from table to table. So. That's my pitch. I love you all. My family is here. My San Francisco family, my 3 granddaughters, my daughter, her husband Hondro, who's a teacher and assistant principal, Roma Guy, and Dion Jones, and then from New Jersey, very, very courageous. They're in witness protection, but they came anyway. My 2 older sisters, Joanne and Maria. Oh no, I'm sorry, Joanne. Gotcha. And their families, my brother-in-laws, my wonderful brother-in-laws. Yeah, all right, okay, pussy. There's a number of other, usually the kind of bonds I strike with political colleagues, somewhat of an arm's length. It just kind of has worked for me. But some of them have broken me down. God damn it, and I do like them. I'm gonna kill myself. Vote the way I wanted to, now I'm supposed to be your friend? Shit. Anyway, my wonderful, wonderful seatmate, soon-to-be Senator Bob Wojtkowski. My fellow Giants fan, and I wanted to get on a kiss cam, but they wouldn't do it, Matt Haney. Speaker Perez was here. Are you here still? There he is. So handsome, when I first started with him, nobody knew he was gay. We took care of that. Of course, David Campos. Kelly, District 10, this is important. And if I'm forgetting someone, tough shit, I'm turned out. What have you done for me lately? Nancy Skinner, now I'm dead. The brake lines have been cut. my sister Nancy Skinner. And Bonnie Lowenthal came up from Long Beach. She pedaled up. She was on a bicycle. She did Bonnie sat by me for the whole 6 years. And yeah, that's why her hair is as white as it is now. There's never been anything not politically incorrect that I haven't said that Bonnie was great. So I always, and the other good thing about the budget, because we always talk about how wonderful the budget is, and how much it's improved, I should say. And you know, Nancy Skinner was one of the best, if not the best chair of the budget committee. So.
All right.
All those criminal justice things that we care so much about. So I want to thank you very much. I want to bring up somebody. You know, the struggle has been long and complex. But one of my heroes is someone who took over the reins in an extremely chaotic time. Someone who didn't want that thrust on him. And I'm talking about Harry Britt. And you know, many times history gets lost or a little perverted or whatever. Sometimes it's in, see, she knows. Sometimes, Clarice. Oh no, I thought the Game of Thrones, but anyway, Harry's been great, and he championed so many progressive issues, you know, from vacancy control. I can't, and gave me such inspiration, and all of us. And so he's one of the unsung heroes of this very, very complex movement that we've all been involved in. So I'd like to bring on Harry now, with great love and respect, former Supervisor Harry Britt. Jose Medina, my other wonderful colleague in the Assembly, is standing right here. And he's my granddaughter. No, oh, that's not. That's Lourdes who did my schedule. I'm sorry. All right, good. Yeah, all right. Like I said, post-traumatic psychoanalytic disorder. So, I want to, acknowledge my partner. The word every parent hates.
Yeah.
Carolis Deal, and here he is. And in honor of the Folsom Street Fair tomorrow, we're going to tie a knot. Yeah.
We are gathered here as friends and family to witness the uniting in marriage of Mr. Tom Ammiano and Mr. Carolis Deal. Tom and Carolis, as lovers, you have shared and shaped a commitment that today takes on a new and higher form. Marriage vows create a new reality, a family, which is a form of being that needs always to be together. By entering into marriage, you are pledging yourself to a lifetime in which each will enrich the life of the other. Today, you will pledge one to the other to be faithful not only to each other, but to the qualities in yourself that have made the other partner fall in love with you and want to spend the rest of his life with you.
Really? The rest of... Oh,
Can we just do this? Please, if you will, face each other and join hands. Tom, you, Tom Ammiano, take this man, Carolis Deal, to be your lawful wedded husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, as long as you both shall live. Your answer is, I do.
I most certainly do.
To you, Carolis Deal, take this man, Tom Ammiano, to be your lawful wedded husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better or worse, or richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, as long as you both shall live. Your answer is, I do.
Yay!
The rings.
Where the rings, Supervisor?
I don't remember being a preacher as being all this hard. Tom, please place this ring on his left ring finger and repeat after me. I give you this ring.
I give you this ring
In token and pledge.
in token and pledge
Of my constant and abiding love.
of my constant and abiding love.
With this ring, I thee wed.
With this ring, I thee wed. Thank you, Carolis, for always having my back. Oh, yes, Julie.
Carolis, please place the ring on Tom's left ring finger and repeat after me. I give you this ring.
I give you this ring
In token and pledge.
in token and pledge
Of my constant and abiding love.
of my constant and abiding love.
With this ring,
With this ring,
I thee wed.
I do wed.
Imagine.
You have joined yourselves, Carolis and Tom, in solemn matrimony. And now, as much as you have given and pledged your love and faithfulness each to the other, and have declared the same by joining hands, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of California, I now pronounce you wedded in matrimony. You may kiss your husband.